But he replies and he says, we cannot afford to pay that wage because we don't have the money. You have the money to build high-rise buildings, but you don't have the money to pay a just wage by removing all price controls and allowing a free market to operate. When the free market operates, and then the laborer goes down into slave wages, then the laborer's eyes will open. This is slavery. And then he will revolt against the system. And that's why they have to put minimum wages. Around the world, including Uncle Sam's country. Minimum wage. And then he came to the second sign. The first sign, riba is involved, riba. And then he came to the second sign, with which we're going to spend a little time tonight. He said, you will see the slave woman giving birth to her mistress. And تَلِدَ الْأَمَةُ رَبَّتَهَا. How can a slave woman give birth to her mistress? In order to understand this sign, as in the connection with the first sign, you have to have external vision complementing internal vision, or internal vision complementing external vision, coming together. Then you'll understand the first, and now you'll understand the second. Imagine all of mankind aboard a ship. But because of riba, one part of mankind traveling first class, with permanent first class tickets. That's what riba does. When an economy is based on riba, the rich will now remain permanently rich. And the poor will be imprisoned in permanent poverty. Wealth will no longer circulate through the economy. That's the world today. That is their capitalist economy today. The rich are now permanently rich and growing richer. The poor are now permanently poor and growing poorer. And the number of poor constantly expanding. That's riba. One form of riba, of course, is borrowing and lending money on interest. Allah made it haram. The Prophet ﷺ cursed all four. All four. And he said that they were all equally guilty. The one who takes riba, put money in the fixed deposit, getting the interest, takes riba. Muhammad cursed him, alayhi salatu. The one who gives riba, is borrowed money and interest for whatever be the purpose, usually to buy a house, sometimes to buy a car, sometimes for college education, Mr. Chairman, sometimes also to perform the Hajj. And now you're paying the interest on that loan. Muhammad ﷺ has cursed him, cursed him, cursed him. Number 3, the one who records the transaction. I don't know whether we have any bankers here tonight. The one who records the transaction. Muhammad ﷺ has cursed him, cursed him, cursed him. And the 2 witnesses. And he said that they were all equally guilty. And so all of mankind is aboard this ship. And a small minority, 10-15% of mankind, traveling first class in unprecedented luxury, clean drinking water, the best medical care that money can buy, and medical care in the last age delivers what looks like, if we didn't take him to that hospital, he would have been dead. Unprecedented luxury, clean drinking water, the best medical care that money can buy, and medical care in the last age delivers what looks like, If we didn't take him to that hospital, he would have been dead. Oh yes. If he didn't have that open heart surgery, he would have been dead. So life and death is no longer in your hands. Life and death is now in the hands of the medical profession, the hospital, the doctor. He's traveling first class with permanent first class tickets. And the rest of mankind are down there in the hold, suffering in squalor, a miserable existence, drinking polluted water, eating food laced with chemicals, eating food from genetically re-engineered seeds, drinking milk laced with hormones, eating meat laced with hormones. Talk about foot and mouth disease in England, huh? That's what they have to live with down there in the hole. It is in fact a new sophisticated slavery. And we are there now in the world. And so this woman is down there in the hole. And she is, for all intents and purposes, a slave woman. That is the woman the Prophet ﷺ is talking about. My mother, my sister, my daughter is down there in the hole. He said that the age of Dajjal will be the age of riba. And so this is Dajjal at work. Dajjal has already liberated the Holy Land from Muslim rule. It happened in 1990. Dajjal has already delivered, number 2, the Jews are back in the Holy Land. Dajjal has already delivered, number 3. The state of Israel has been restored. All that Dajjal has to deliver now is number 4. That the state of Israel has to become the ruling state in the world. Like the time of Solomon, Sulaiman and Islam. In order to achieve that status of ruling state in the world, it has to have control over the economy around the world. It has to have control over money around the world. And this is what riba is delivering. But I don't have the time to deliver a lecture to you tonight on international monetary economics and what is going to happen to the US dollar tomorrow, and what is going to happen to the whole world of paper money tomorrow. We don't have the time to do that tonight. All I can tell you, they're going to be using it for wallpaper. It's coming. When that crash comes, and the international monetary system crashes, it will fulfill the prophecy of Muhammad who said that that day will come. It will come. When nothing will be as value as money except a dinar and a dirham. And he wasn't talking about a dinar made of paper, And he wasn't talking about a dirham made of paper. He was talking about real money. Real money. He said that day will come. My opinion, not more than 5 to 10 years from now. And so that woman is down there in the hold of the ship. But something strange is happening to some of the women up here in first class. A strange new philosophy of feminism is taking control of them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us in Surah Al-Layl. He says, وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى. He takes an oath by the night, and by that which the night covers so mysteriously, shrouds so mysteriously, so beautifully. And he takes an oath by the day, وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى. He takes an oath by the day and its bright light, nothing